Yankees game from last night. Going into last night's game, the Yankees and Rangers were only a half game apart from each other for first place in the AL as a whole. Yankees had a half game lead on Texas, but if you didn't know this, going into last night's game, the Yankees have won 5 in a row against the Rangers, and they made it 6 in a row yesterday. If you didn't know that, actually the Yankees sort of have the Texas Rangers number. They've been playing ridiculously well against them as a whole. The Yankees have won 9 of their last 10 games in Yankee Stadium, including each of the last 6. In those 10 games, the Rangers have just 4 home runs, while Mark Teixeira and Robinson Cano each have 4 home runs themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, dominating. So, Chris, we'll get to Chad Johnson later. But Yankees win their 6th straight against Texas. They trailed 2-0 after 2 innings, but put up 5 in the bottom of the 3rd. Look, a lot of people might have been a little nervous about David Phelps filling in for CC Sabathia, but he did not let down. It was sort of a 2-man combination of pitching excellence yesterday, I guess you would say. Between David Phelps and Derek Lowe, they took all 9 innings. They only gave up 8 hits, 2 earned runs, and one of those came off of a solo home run. They gave up only 1 walk and had 7 strikeouts. Now, I obviously know you guys really prefer to have CC Sabathia out there and healthy, but you'd rather him be healthy for your postseason run more than anything. That's another big stat that a lot of people wouldn't pick up on unless you watch the entire game, at least David Phelps' 5 innings. Phelps picked off 2 runners. Now, that's not easy to do. Usually runners tend to be ready for your attempted pickoff move. But David Phelps got 2 different runners off of pickoffs, which is huge because that leaves no opportunity for the Rangers to score runs. And that's what you're hoping for because this team is not going to be smacking home runs all over the ballpark. The interesting storylines out of all this, in my opinion, are the fact that the Yankees are pretty much dominating the Rangers and the fact that Ryan Dempster has struggled royally in his first 3 starts with the Texas Rangers. Himself, he's racked up a 1-1 record, but has an 8.31 ERA, and his opponent's batting average is .348. That is where you're going to sit there. I mean, they traded with the Cubs to bring Dempster in, thinking he's going to help them make a playoff push, and man, he's doing absolutely nothing but the opposite of that. So, I gotta say, if you're a Texas Rangers fan, you're a little bothered by these stats, but at the same time, you want to say to yourself, all right, we can live with this because it's only 3 games. They are 2-1 in his 3 starts, but 1-1 is his record. A .348 opponent's batting average. That's where I'm lost. 8.31 ERA. Look, that can really get thrown off based on the fact that, if you really think about it, some guys pitch 3 innings because they had a bad 3 innings, and then their ERA just shoots through the roof. I like how Pixel Junkie writes that Dempster looked more like a dumpster. He sucks with runners on the bases, and that's completely true. He gave up a grand slam to Nick Swisher. It was Nick Swisher's 200th career home run, by the way, but gives up the grand slam to Swisher, who went 2 for 4 with 5 RBIs. The grand slam came in the 3rd inning when the Yankees put up 5 runs total. Chavez, Jeter, and Granderson each batted in the other runs. Now, an interesting stat for you. Eric Chavez has 18 home runs, I believe, in less than 200 bats. And he's filling in for Alex Rodriguez, who has something like 15 or 16 home runs in almost 260 at-bats. AKA, on the plate, at least when it comes down to the long ball, Chavez is actually performing better for the Yankees than Alex Rodriguez. Now, if I'm a Yankee fan, you got to find some confidence in what you saw last night. Christina, I'm not talking anything negative about A-Rod. My opinions of the guy is the fact that he's been one of the most entertaining baseball players to watch over the past decade. But at the same time, the guy cheated, took steroids, and we'll leave it at that. But anyway, if you're a Yankee fan, how much did you love watching all these guys, your newcomers, young guys, different guys fill in for your multiple million-dollar stars? David Phelps and Derek Lowe fill in for the role of CC Sabathia. Chavez fills in for the role of Alex Rodriguez. Now, to me, that just means you guys got depth. That's what it means to me. Man, I am blurry. Any idea why? That's really weird. I just looked over and saw that on the screen. Sorry, guys. I am extremely blurry. I wonder if we'll fix the camera. Oh, look. Maybe we fixed it. Got my big nose. Anyway, so sorry about that. But if you're a Yankees fan, are you not excited about this? You know, I think you guys really got to sit there and say to yourself, wow, we're excited. And now also, keep in mind, we're 3 games above 500, all you Yankee fans out there. 3 games above 500 in your 20-20 stretch. You got 11 games down, 9 games to go, which means by next, let's see, today's Tuesday, so a week from today, 7 days, Wednesday. So by next Thursday is your last game of your 20 for 20. You get 1 day off and then you go on a stretch of like 15 and 15, but that's besides the point. We were worried about this stretch of 20 games in 20 days, and it looks like things may be moving in the right direction for the Yankees. As Sarah F. and Levy and me enjoy to say, no need to hit the panic button yet. You're doing okay, Yankees. You're going to bring back A-Rod before the playoffs start. You're going to bring back CC Sabathia in 2 weeks. Yeah, you guys are doing A-okay. Pixel puts in the chat room, 40 is the magic number. So, can't argue with that one. 40 is a magic number for them. But if you're a Rangers fan, I wouldn't sweat it too much. You're still arguably the best team in your division. I know the Angels are nipping at your heels, but you're still arguably the best team in your division, which means you will most likely get your guaranteed playoff spot. And if some way, somehow the Angels pass them, I truly do believe that the Rangers, without a doubt, will own one of the 2 wildcard spots. So, you know, with that said, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take our first music break. If you guys want to come back and talk more Yankees, we always can come back and talk more Yankees. That is not a problem at all. I'm not really sure what song to play for you guys today. You know what? We're going to go a little old school. I haven't done one of my old school hip-hop joints in a while. So we're going to go a little old school. Give me a quick second and I will have something for you. But either which way, how happy are you, Yankee fans? You beat the Rangers. You now have a 1.5 game lead on them. Wow. Pixel Junkie believes the Rangers' Ron Washington will never, ever win the big one. Lost 2 World Series back-to-back and All-Star game. Now, I do understand where you're coming from with that, but you can't say he'll never win the big one. You can never say anybody will never win. That, like, I'm a Cowboy fan. I don't believe that Dallas is going to win the big one with the team they have now, but I don't believe that because of Tony Romo. I believe that because of Jerry Jones. So, you know, obviously, any team at any time, if things fall in the right position for them, can win it. But it's extremely, extremely hard. It's that simple. So I don't think Ron Washington will never win one. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, Ron Washington, without a doubt, is going to win. No, I have no idea if he's going to win one. You never know, though. So you can't say he's never going to win one. I think that's a little bit of a ballsy statement there, Pixel Junkie. But I respect it because that's how we roll on this show. We want ballsy statements. We want to have some fun. We want you to voice your opinion. So make sure you hop into the chat room with us. You can now do it through the iPhone app. Hop right in, voice your opinion straight through there. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, you can also hop on to clubzone.fm.